Hey guys! So today I'm doing a little review for you and I'm super excited about it. This is the newest release from Fenty Beauty and they're finally venturing into face products and not just lips like they've been doing for so long now. This is the Change Maker Supercharged Micellar Foundation. I have it in the second lightest shade, L15. I'm wearing it right now. It is slightly yellow, might be hard to see on camera, but I'm thinking about getting the lighter shade. I will put my shade comparisons down below, so if you're close to me, you might be able to figure out what shade you would be in this foundation. So I'm going to read to you some information about this foundation. Okay, so it retails for $39.50. It is a clean, long-wearing foundation with gentle micellar technology that mimics skin texture for a natural, flawless finish. So that's definitely something I can agree with and say they were not lying. It totally looks like my skin. Some people that may not be good. If you have large pores, you're going to want to wear a pore filling primer underneath this for sure. The coverage is a medium. I would definitely agree with that as well. The finish is natural. So the highlighted ingredients are acai berry, an antioxidant-rich ingredient that helps nurture your complexion, and micellar technology, gently mimics skin texture for a smooth, non-cakey look. Definitely smooth and non-cakey. It's vegan, cruelty-free, and gluten-free. Very cool. Okay, let's see how many shades. They have 32 shades, not bad. I think there are 8 in each category. There's light, medium, tan, and deep, I believe they call them. I do wish there were a little bit lighter tones or a little more undertones for all the shades. I'm sure finding a shade that matches really well with only 8 shades in that category might be difficult. I always have trouble finding foundation though because I am a little more olive toned, so yellow looks super yellow on me and pink looks super pink on me. Neutral looks gray. I need like a weird green undertone. But I feel like I can make do with this. I've been super pleased with it. It's so comfortable. Like I don't even realize, like I can't even tell when I'm wearing it. Sometimes I'm like, it doesn't transfer. I'm feeling it. So if you want to see what I looked like before I put it on and how it applies, and also I'm applying it with a sponge versus a brush, then let's go. Okay, so I do have moisturizer on my face. My eyes are obviously done, and I am going to go in with primer. The reason being, honestly, I just prefer having a primer between foundation and my skin, just in case I'm allergic to the foundation. I feel like it's a little extra barrier. Might not help, but it makes me feel better. So for primer, I'm using the Milani Prime Perfection. This came out with their new foundation, the blue light one. I don't know how I feel about that. Don't know if I'm gonna try it. It seems a little gimmicky to me because I don't think there's any way to prove that it helps. So I am using the new Bite foundation. This is in the shade L15. I've used this a couple times before and part of me feels like I should have gotten the lighter shade, which would have been the lightest shade. But for now, we're just gonna make this one work. This has like a gel feeling to it, in my opinion. It's not liquidy at all, and it's not heavy. It doesn't move. So I'm going to do half of my face with a brush and the other half with a sponge, just to see if there's a difference. It does have a smell to it, but it's not fragrance. I think it's just the natural ingredients that are in there. Okay, so that's a thin layer on half of my face. And the other half I'm going in with a dry sponge. This is a Juno & Co. sponge. So looking up close, I do think you get a little more coverage with the sponge. And just so you guys are aware, this is a more hydrating foundation. I don't think it's bad for oily skin, but you definitely have to set it. I've tried setting it with a pressed powder, but I definitely prefer it with a loose one just because you really get that, that staying power. This doesn't set by itself. Some people who are a little more dry might prefer that. I certainly do not. So now I'm just going to go in and finish the rest of my face, and I'll be right back. Okay, so my makeup is all done now. I have a new bronzer on. It is the Fenty bronzer in the Sun. It's really beautiful for fair skin. Highly recommend it. Yeah, so I'm going to zoom it in. So it's a very natural amount of coverage. It evens me out pretty nicely, and I feel like it looks just like my skin. It is a little more yellow than my neck and a little bit darker, so I might replace it with the lighter shade, but I am super pleased with it. It lasts a really long time on my face. I do get oily, but it doesn't move around in the way some other foundations do. I feel like the tackiness that stays with it before you set it, obviously, really helps it to stay in place. But yeah, I'm a really big fan. I think this is like my go-to foundation right now. So if you've been wondering about this foundation, I would definitely at least try a primer from Sephora and see how it looks on your skin, because I've been a really big fan of it. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Let me know if you've tried it. Please, I want to know.